Big difference.
We got a fish on. See, buddy.
Last video, we said we was gonna do the bearings and the drag, but it takes a little longer than I thought, and we're going to split it up in two videos. We'll do the bearings today, and this time we'll do the bearings this time, and do the drag in the next video. So I've already got some of these screws started, trying to save a little time. Take out your 3 screws. Say this is the same side that we've taken off twice already. First time was the cogwheel. We worked on that, and then the worm gear, which is very important. So you never know what these pieces are going to do. Okay, they stayed on. There's our cogwheel assembly and the clicker switch, and there's our clicker. Whoop. Don't forget about those little spacers. Getting in a hurry. Take out the clicker. And then you grab hold of this right here. Pull your spool right up out of there. Now on this side here, we got the gear, which goes to the cogwheel. That just pops right out of there. Just set that aside. And then you need something to get down in there and get that bearing out. I actually have a tool from, I think it was Smooth Drag I got that from. Or maybe Spool High Speed, I'm not sure. So there's that one. That's all there is to it. There's the bearing. Now to inspect it, you stick it on something. It'll slide up in there. And it is actually, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's turning very smoothly. Very smoothly. So, everything looks really clean. Now on this side here, these are your brakes. You have to take a screwdriver, and you got to be very careful not to bend this rim right here, because that'll bend your spool and mess things up. So you stick that under there, just kind of twist, but to stay away from that rim. Do it 2 or 3 times and that'll pop right off of there. Now most of these, every one that I've opened so far, these brakes, see they're, oops, you gotta be careful, you'll pull it clear off. If you just pull them out, what that does is it starts slowing the spool down when you cast to help with backlashing. So every one I've opened so far has 4 open. I have been going, now you could open the other 2 and have 6. If you're having a lot of trouble with backlashing, you could open those up and it would probably help you. But I'm getting more comfortable with my reels, so I've actually been taking these down to 2. So I put the 4 in and then open up these 2 here. But that's your brakes. So then we got another bearing here. Now this one you gotta be a little careful, because there's also a washer under there. So then, you want to inspect this one too. Same thing, it's going freely. It's nice and smooth. Don't hear no noises or anything. But here's this washer. And that washer, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got like a bevel in it, or a cup. And that cup goes down like that. So kind of like this. Say this was the cup part. It would go down in there like that. And that's important. It has to be, because it's kind of, it makes like a springy. I think that's what makes it tight in there. Okay, so that's all clean. Now, if you wanted to upgrade to something like these are spool high-speed bearings. These are ceramic bearings. The orange, well, it says orange, but these are green seals. It says orange seals for salt water only. So that wouldn't apply to us freshwater fishermen. You just leave them open. I had an older reel that it was a 2015, and it actually had a bad bearing. So I did replace it with these, and it does seem to be pretty fast. But the way I see it, I'm going to save these for a reel for when I do get a bad bearing. These seem to be fine. Okay, I did want to show you the difference in the stock bearing. I don't know if you can see that spin or not. And if you did upgrade to the high-speed ceramic bearings. Big difference. That looks good. When you put it back in, you gotta make sure to get that cup down. See, it just tried to turn on me. So we don't want that. Stick it in there. With the cup down. So you just want to oil them up. I got this oil here from Smooth Drag. It's bearing oil. It's a little thinner. That's what they recommend. You just put a couple drops in there. And these are actually a sealed bearing. I'm not, but I feel like that oil does get down in there. You just drop that one back in. I always like to put that one back in first because of that washer. Then you take your brake, and there's like a little notch across there, and that's where that there goes. And that will snap on. So that's locked in. Then you come over here, drop your other bearing in, grab your gear. Now the gears have got little teeth on the inside, and you'll know that it's in because it makes a little snap. Just like that. And that's it. Those bearings are in there. They're oiled. Put that back on. Put your clicker back on. Put your spacers back on. Make sure your switch is in the down on that off position. Line that up. Just like that. Put your screws back in. That's all there's to it. Now you can also get to these bearings from the other side, and I may run across that in the next video on the drag. Make sure you come back for the drag video. I've got some tips and tricks on that. And we appreciate you here at Clearview Outdoors. We're thankful for you. Ask you to share this out. Comment, please comment. I love the comments, whether it's good or negative. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Then you know, I want I want to straighten it out. So I hope this helps everybody. And we'll see you next time on the next video.